Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you. Never mind. There's only a little bit I'm going to say to you. And, the thing is, often, have you ever wondered when you're on your own? You're never really alone. Yes, there are things that are out there. They're real, but I'm talking about something else more. Something that a lot of people scoff at, but it's very real. A couple mornings ago, I was kind of feeling low, and I've been talking to Yahweh, or Yahweh, proper pronunciation, and opening myself up to Him, praising, singing, always for me, and anyway, I still feel a bit low, but I still, when I pray, I talk to them like they're in the room, which they are, but you just can't see them. On this occasion, I was feeling a bit low, and I didn't know what to do. I was feeling, because I was remembering what happened in that courtroom, seeing my Savior as my ancestors saw him on that cross, and what He went through for our salvation. It's hard to tell you what my ancestors saw. It's hard to describe it. But He was more than a man. And He's still as real today as ever. And the thing is, something happened. I got a new Bible from my mom and dad, King James Version. And it's got bigger letters in it, so it's easier for me to read. And what I do, I sometimes ask Him to tell me what He thinks I need to know to get me through the day or wherever. And I didn't know what to do. I was just kind of sitting there, and I was praying to Him, talking to Him. And so I just opened the Bible up. And I fell open to John 4:24. And Jesus said that that woman at the well who was living with a man who wasn't her husband, and how she had had previous husbands. Well, see, I can relate to that because I have two previous husbands, which were they weren't in accordance with His, he didn't believe that one, I was a trophy wife too, which I found out later, and the other one, he just didn't want a wife as such. He wanted to be married and have his own store, and both of them were abusive, except one was abusive through his son, and the other was abusive. He didn't need much help. In fact, he did it on his own. But that being said, I'm married to another husband who I can't be with because nor should they counsel in their wisdom, as they claim. Oh, here we go. It's stopping again. No, it's not. It's stopping. Okay, well, we got to freeze up now. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Freezes and it starts. I might have to update that because it keeps freezing, and here it goes, going again. Anyway, strange happened at that point, at that juncture. Like I said, I was feeling low, and I was reading the scriptures, but it was what he said to the woman at the well, and the fact that she spoke truth, and that was her salvation. And so anyway, just looked down on John 4:24, and the last thing he said, before she went and proclaimed him as Messiah, he said, God, Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai. I don't know. Hang on. Let's see what's going on with this. Is he says, God, Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai, Jehovah, and his son, Yeshua Messiah, Jesus Christ. Okay? They're both, they're akin to the same, because he was made flesh through Mary, but he was Yahweh's seed, which makes him Yahweh. Like, well, he is. He's as much Yahweh as Yahweh himself, because he's Yahweh's seed that came to be flesh and die for our salvation. And what he done, what he went through, it's just something. When I saw him in that courtroom, when the barrister denied the reality of him, I can only claim it as something that his thorns were further down on his head than people realized, and there was more blood coming through. He bled from every piercing, and the pain he must have been in, especially from the lashings on his back. But yet, he took it. He took it because he knew he had to for our salvation. But the one thing he said to the woman at the well was, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And that's from 2 Corinthians 3:17. And I'm not a prophetess, I'm not a teacher, I'm nothing of the sort. All I know is I know that for a fact. Whatever corner our lives take, whatever turn our lives, whatever we encounter, he's always there. And as long as we worship him in spirit and in truth, he's there for us. And I know that. And that's all I want to say is, don't be afraid to admit that you love him. And yes, you will be tried and challenged for your faith. You've got to. He challenges me. Yes, you can see my cross my husband brought me behind me, and the dream catcher that was brought me because my daughter is of American Indian descent, so I keep that because it's always there to remind me of her. And dream catchers often are said to be able to capture bad dreams, but all I know is I have to cross over it because the Yahweh and his son, and his son, they look after us and they capture us and carry us. When we don't expect, when we think they're not there, that's when they're there. Get a copy of Footprints, and I can't remember who wrote it, but it's about when one set of footprints after Yahweh was walking beside this person who was supposed to represent us. Suddenly this person in the dreams, he's feeling one set of footprints rather than two. And he asked, Lord, why is that? Lord said it's because it's during that time that I carried you. That's why there's only one set of footprints in the sand. And that is very special to me. And I have often found that during the lowest times of my life, and that, like I'm very ill, I have been, as you can see, I'm now very pale. I did say that I saw leukemia on my notes several years ago, but no one's telling me anything. Only that I have to have 24-hour care. Anyway, so I leave that with you, and I'll do long labor. I should be doing them more often, really. It's just I'm so ill, and I get tired, and like stuff about to come on, and I'll be on in half an hour. But as I said, as long as we keep to the truth. Oh yes, the other thing he said is there's a lot of people who will not believe till they see signs and wonders. And the thing is, that to me, why do you have to have signs and wonders to believe? Just believe with your heart. Just know that He's there. Don't wait for signs and wonders. Don't ask Him to prove that He's there, because you got to know He's there. You've got to believe He's there. No good. Okay, you can ask for signs and wonders, but what does that do? Do you have to wait for proof that He's there when He's there already? Remember the footprints. When set, that's when He carries you. So why do you have to have proof? Why do you need signs and wonders to prove that He's real? And yes, I believe we're in the end days. And I believe time's moving faster towards the end, towards the tribulation. And that, I can feel it. And I know that we're at the apex of civilization. It's up to us. Do we choose His way, or do we go our own way and fail? Because our way fails every time. And, you don't have to broadcast how you feel about Him. Well, I guess you can do if you want to share your love of Him with others, but the important thing is your relationship with Him, not what everyone else's relationship is. When you got to seal your relationship with Him first, and then proclaim His message. Like I'm not a prophetess, I'm not a teacher or anything like that. I just know from experience what He's given me, and I've lost a lot of it in my life. There's Job's, and that I've lost my home time and time again, and I've lost items, the things that I treasured, but they often got replaced. But the thing is, there's some things that you just can't replace. And one thing you can't afford to lose is your spiritual connection to Him. And your spiritual connection to Christ is much more important than to Yeshua Messiah, Christ, whatever you want to refer Him to. Your relationship with Him is more important than anything I can say, anything anyone else can say. And yes, paranormal things do happen, do occur, and you need to be able to discern spirits, those phenomena, like I have learned. And I have experienced many, as you know. But at the end of the day, I know that He is watching over me, and that He is there with me, and with His Son, who is our Lord of Lords and King of Kings, and is coming again, the same as ever shall be. and he's not going to let us fall. He's there for all of us. And I got told I had no right to live, no right to be alive, no right to be born, no right to exist because I'm ancestrally unconnected to the scriptures through my ancestor. And all my ancestors was there as a witness to affirm that the scriptures were true and to affirm that they saw Christ. And that's all. That's all it is. That's all I don't go too much on lineage pay, except it is that I feel our family line is the reason it succeeded as long as it has is because Yahweh wanted to succeed because we are literally living witnesses to the validity of the scriptures, which the barrister and the judge did not let me be in. And that doesn't matter to me because they may have damaged me in one way, but they haven't taken my spirit, they haven't taken my faith, and my screen keeps going dark. But you just got to know in your heart, you got to seek Him out yourself, and just know that in your most troubled times, your most loneliest times, most lowliest times, He's there. I can tell you, He is there. I know He is. Because when my husband was on the operating table, I could feel him going on me. And I cried and cried out. And then I got in my room and I cried out to Yahweh. And I told Him, Your will be done, not mine. Please, if it be Your will, spare him. And it was Yahweh's will. And He spared him. And the thing is, He is as relevant today as He ever was. And the important thing is that we learn to realize that sometimes we're being led astray by things that we don't fully understand. We've got to always be sure that we're on that track, path to Him. And if we fall back, stumble and fall back and stumble, He's there to help us get on the right track. We just gotta open ourselves up to Him. But I don't know what else to add. I'll talk to you longer later. My stuff is about to come on. And I'm that ill. I'm in 24-hour care because I was made homeless and the courts decided I wasn't ill, and I am. Because on my notes it showed I had leukemia, but I'm not going to worry too much about this structure. All I know is that there's nothing more important than loving Him. And I know that my husband and I will be reunited. In what way, I don't know. But at the end of the day, he's come to know that He's real. And the reason I'm talking quietly, my throat's a bit sore. But I know I keep interweaving but in all the time. That's working on it. At the end of the day, seek Him out yourself. Ask, knock, and seek. And then He will come to you. You just go to Him. He's already waiting. And I have, the other thing I want to mention, I've been on YouTube and I've been looking at stuff that's coming out of America. The, how do I put it? Vulgarity. things that are being shown to my grandchildren are growing up with this, especially my grandson, he's 5, and another grandbaby. And to think that they're being exposed to such vulgarity. Like that Beyonce on the Super Bowl. When I saw her gyrating and everything, it was perverse, sick. And that one with Madonna, which looked a lot like Baphomet, and that I can see a lot of signs of Lucifer and a lot of stuff that comes out. I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube, and I'm beginning to look and see, watch for signs of where he tries to emulate, because he wants to be better than Yahweh, and he's not. He'll never be that. So he perverts everything to make himself better. And America is becoming a sinful nation, and everyone, I mean, even here in the UK where I was born, it's sad. And I don't know, I find it shocking. Things that they're doing, things that they're teaching youth. Youth are seeing such, I mean, women up on stage in underwear, for sake of being blunt, gyrating in underwear, making emotions to one another and sexually, and my grandchildren are seeing this. Or rather, my new one is only a month old. I think I've got a little granddaughter. I don't know for sure, but I think I have. One of mine, if it's another grandson, I love him anyway. My little Dakota. Now, I know my daughter would watch what he's watching. She wouldn't let him be exposed to that. She's a good Christian mom. I'm Judeo-Christian, but the thing is, it's just appalling. Oh no, my hair's not short. It's still long. Just got it in a French plant. But what I see and what I've been researching is just turns my stomach. Absolutely turns my stomach to think that short of a paraphrase, I mean, it reeks of what it says about Babylon. America is like Babylon. The nations drink from her, which they have. Nations partaken of America. America is a mixture of several nationalities. It's a melted pot of nationalities. And just things that I'll tell you something, I don't watch TV anymore. I don't like it. I go on YouTube like that, because I like to be able to pick and choose what I want to see. Okay, it costs me £39 a month. The privilege, but that's £39 I'd much rather pay than to watch something on TV which would turn my stomach around. And the music industry is the worst. But the thing is, everyone who sins is able to, he's waiting for them, he's waiting for the sinner. He's there for the sinner, and everyone sins, even I fall short. But even those sinners, he's waiting for them. They just depravity of life that they put themselves into, and the culture they put themselves in, and the way they industrialize their sexual activities. You know what I mean? They keep going up. You get hear about all their love affairs and these movie stars, so cold and that. And see, that's idol worship as well. Idolizing television and movie stars, that's idol worship. And same with certain programs. I like Doctor Who and Star Trek, but even so, I'm not glued to them 24/7. I'm not that big, deeply into them. I don't go that deep into them. I just every now and again I watch a couple of episodes I like on YouTube, and that's it. I'm happy. I don't have to watch everything. And I often ask myself after I watched it, what was I watched, and what is its significance, and how does it apply to me? If it applies to me at all, and most times it don't. But I mean, even so, even Star Trek was getting very close to the edge. And it's bad enough our children are exposed to drugs and such like to be exposed to sexual depravity at such an early age. That is disgraceful. And shame Mary Whitehouse isn't here anymore. You know, she was right in what she said about how the television was corrupting our children. When I was a baby when she came out. Mary Whitehouse was just a baby. But yeah, she spoke and she said that television was going to be what's the word? What's that word? Damaging to the children. And even when I was growing up, I mean, stuff that came up on television, that was close to the edge as well, especially in the 60s, 70s, you know, that pre-love generation that they had, which carried on in the 80s, which needless to say, my first husband, even though he was an infant like me, he thought, oh, I can have it at home and away, kind of thing. And that's not on. Marriage I have with my husband, I'm happy to say it'll be 14 years, 14th of August. To me, he feels like he's my only husband. I don't feel like I've had two others. And the thing is, it's mutual respect and love, and agreeing to disagree with each other's opinions, and loving and respecting each other, and realizing that we are the other half, that basically we're so much attuned to each other. If I lost him or he lost me, that the other one wouldn't be able to cope, because we're literally, what's the word, we're like one soul, but we're sharing two bodies. We have two different bodies, but we're one soul. So about, I'm not sure how it works out. Twin flame, I think that's what they call it. I'm not really sure. Something to that effect. We're so close that our love for each other, even though we're not even under the same roof, we can still feel each other. And the thought of physically losing the other one is devastating. But the thing is, as long as you have that friendship and that love, you can overcome anything. And that's important too. But like I said, I'm really concerned about what's going on in the entertainment industry. That's why I've been going on YouTube and researching it. Because I need to know what it is and my grandchildren are being exposed to. And I don't really like it. I love you and leave you. And take care.